Welcome back, Elohimians. Thank you very much for tuning in on this new episode of Warframe. So today, guys, I'm gonna be doing the first video of 2019. I hope it's gonna be a year full of success, full of happiness for all of us, and I really hope you're gonna be able to achieve all the goals you set at the beginning of the year. I really wish you the best, and I really wish you to do well. Now, wishes aside, we're gonna jump right into today's video topic, which is, if you haven't read the title by now, my top 5 primary weapons. When I talk about primary weapons, I'm talking about rifles in this category. I won't talk about shotguns, and I won't talk about bows. So if your weapons are not in this top 5, that doesn't mean that your weapon is bad or that it shouldn't be liked. It just means that it's not in my top 5. So feel free to leave your top 5 weapons in the comment section below, and let's jump right into it. Starting at number 5 on my list, we have the Volkov Rift. The Volkov is a Grineer sniper rifle used by Grineer ballistas. It mainly utilizes impact damage and has a very high status chance, meaning that a fair amount of shots will actually inflict status procs to the enemies. The Volkov Rift is the Wraith variant of the regular Volkov, featuring higher damage, higher fire rate, and magazine size. Now let's take a look at my build. I have Serration, Split Chamber, and Prime Fast Hand to increase the damage and the reload speed of the weapon, Point Strike Vital Sense to increase the critical chance and critical multiplier of the weapon. I had a High Voltage and Malignant Force to have Corrosive, which is my elemental combo, and lastly I have Lasting Purity, which is an augment for the weapon. Lasting Purity is a mod that increases the damage of your sniper rifle while sculpting up to 60%. It also has a special meter that will fill up every time you gain affinity with that weapon. Once that meter is full, it will discharge a radiant attack that will deal 1000 corrosive damage to all the enemies around you, in addition of giving you back 25% of your health. In other words, with this mod you're able to kill enemies to heal yourself. The Volkov and the Volkov Rift are the only weapons you can apply this mod on, and the Volkov Rift has 8 shots in its magazine, meaning that you can shoot 8 times before you have to reload your gun, unless other sniper rifles. So those are the reasons why I love this weapon so much. Coming hot at number 4, we have the Bazaar or Bazaar. The Bazaar is a silenced rapid-fire Tenno submachine gun. It has high critical chance, high critical multiplier, and an extremely high accuracy. This weapon, however, suffers from damage fall-off at medium range, which is the same because it's a very good weapon. But let's talk about the build now. I have Serration and Split Chamber to boost the base damage, which is very low because it's a submachine gun. It has the Point Strike and Vital Sense mods to boost the critical chance and critical multiplier even further. Added with Critical Delay, which actually increases the critical chance but lowers the fire rate, which is crazy because this submachine gun just eats bullets. I have Malignant Force, High Voltage to create the Corrosive elemental combo, and also Termite Round because with the fire this weapon just shreds enemies. I like the Bazaar because you can just melt your enemies with this submachine gun. It's also very accurate for this kind of weapon, so whenever you're aiming at, all your bullets will go there, and that's something I really like about guns in general. The accuracy of the weapons is important for me. However, I would replace Termite Round and put instead, Heavy Caliber, just to boost the damage if you want your gun to do more damage. But if not, you can just keep this build. I enjoy playing with it a lot, and everyone can build it, no Riven for this one, so yeah. Top 3 guys, top 3, we're getting there. So the Buzzlock is one of my favorite primary rifles in this game. I already made a video on the Buzzlock, so I highly suggest you go watch that. I'm gonna leave the link of that video in the description below. Please finish watching this one before you go watch the Buzzlock video. So the Buzzlock can be considered as a hybrid between a rifle and a sniper because it's full auto. It has 50 shots in its magazine, full auto, and has a sniper scope. So The particularity about the buzz luck is something that I mentioned in my other video. I'm not gonna spoil it, so for now just enjoy the gameplay. We're gonna talk about the build and hop into the next weapon. For the build, you'll start noticing a pattern. I boost the base damage, critical chance, critical multiplier, and then I add the elemental combo. So the only things that change here are terminal velocity and shred, which are mods that I talked about in my video. At number 2 on my list comes the Burstyn Prime. The Burstyn is a burst fire assault rifle that fires 3 rounds at the same time. It performs decently at long ranges, has a low recoil and a decent damage per burst. Now, the Burstyn Prime is a prime variant of the Burstyn and a direct upgrade of the weapon, featuring higher fire rate, damage, status chance, and critical potential. I like its fast reload mechanic and I have so much fun using it. I use split chamber and duration to boost the damage, high voltage and malignant force to create an elemental combo. However, sometimes I switch high voltage and I put ram rounds to create viral. I use vigilante armaments to boost the multi-shot. I use shred as well, gilded truth, which is the lasting purity version of the Burstyn Prime. It does the same thing, and this is my ribbon. And the weapon taking the first spot on my list is the Brenham Prime. The Brenham Prime is the prime variant of the regular Brenham, featuring higher damage, critical chance, critical multiplier, status chance, fire rate, magazine size, and ammo reserves, but all that comes at the cost of some accuracy and reload speed. The Brenham is the first assault you can get in the game, and I have been a Brenham fan since day one. As soon as I managed to put my hands on the Brenham, I consistently kept using it until now, basically. So today the Brenham Prime is by far my most used weapon, and it will be for a while. So even if the Brenham might not be the best weapon in the game, it's still my favorite weapon and it gets most of the jobs done. At least as far as sorties are concerned, it can do everything basically. So yeah, this is all I have for you guys for this video. This is my top 5 favorite weapons. Again, those are my preferences and they're not the best weapons in the game, they're just the weapons that I like the most. So if your weapons are not in this top 5, that doesn't mean that your weapons are bad or that you shouldn't like them. So anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video and I'll see you on the next one, Elohimians. Bye bye.